welcome to the Money Room Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm Lem. That's Ant.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Morley.
What's going on, bro?
All right, and this is a educational real estate investing platform where we're going to share with the world our years of experience, knowledge, and research, with us closing a bunch of deals with various real estate investing strategies where we made a lot of money and we've been successful. With the purpose of this podcast is to help others be just as successful or even more successful than us with real estate investing.
Well, let's get started. Let's talk about, more or less your investment strategies, where you're from, etc.
I'm Molly Jamal. My primary method is wholesaling real estate. The primary markets I'm in right now is Philly, Delco, Montgomery County, but I've done deals in Delaware, Florida, Jersey. Kind of international at this point. You feel me? 5 years in, man. 5 years full time. Ain't clock in. Been wholesaling the whole time. I've done over 100+ deals. And I'm gonna just keep reaching and doing more deals going forward.
I'm Ant. Right now, my primary real estate investment strategy is the BRRRR method. Recently just tapped into, some house flipping. Currently operate in the New York City, Baltimore County markets. I've been in the game 5 years, and today, closed a little over $4 million in assets.
Heavy. All right. I'm Lem. My real estate investing strategy is mobile home investing, which is very much so slept on. I'm primarily investing in Delaware and Maryland, but I'm looking to expand to PA and Jersey as well. I've been an investor for about 4 years now, and I've closed over 40+ deals, fix and flips.
That's lit, bro.
For sure.
All right, so Molly, you got to walk me through wholesaling, bro. You got to tell me, what's your process, what wholesaling is, how it works, etc.
Damn, bro. Wholesaling A to Z. I'm gonna try. Give a quick little summary. You feel me?
Appreciate you.
So, wholesaling is it's my job to find distressed seller. You feel me? Whatever that might be. Somebody in a financial situation, divorce, tax liens on their crib, house messed up, about to fall down.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm finding anybody that's motivated in a distressed situation. It's my job to, go holler at them, talk to them, and lock up a contract, right? So my first contract with a seller, right?
Right.
It's called the agreement to sell, AOS for short. You feel me? So I'm locking that contract up. Just to talk numbers real quick. Say you buy in that area for $80,000. It's my job to get that property, anything under that on that first contract, for 50, 60, right? Because what I'm gonna do is on that contract, I'm locking that up with that seller for 50, 60,000. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally selling that piece of paper to you, to an end buyer, for 80, 70. And I'm making that profit in between. You feel me?
I got you. So in regards to profit, what's ideal for you when you kind of running your numbers, you putting the deal together? You doing it for anything or?
Hell no.
All right.
Nah, in the beginning, I used to, bro. You feel me? I had deals as small as 2,500, 2 bands.
Right.
Now my profit margins is 15,000, 20 bands, 25. I'm working on a deal right now.
So 2,500 little money to you now.
They don't really pay the bills. You feel me? So I got overhead now. You feel me? So if my marketing 5 bands a month, a $5,000 deal, I'm breaking even at the end of the month. Then I got a mortgage to pay for. It's not making sense. You feel me? So 15,000, 20,000. That's kind of, what I'm getting into. You feel me? But going back to wholesaling, literally I'm selling that piece of paper to an end buyer like you, and in 30 days, 40 days, whatever that is, you'll close on a property, but I'm gonna get paid. You feel me? It's gonna say DI Solutions. It's gonna say the word assignment on there. You feel me? $15,000, and I'm gonna get paid just from selling that piece of paper to you.
Got you. All right, Lem. You got to get into the secret, bro. You said mobile home investing is the most slept on secret. So talk to me.
All right, so mobile home investing is basically buying and fixing and flipping mobile homes. So if you're not familiar, mobile homes are affordable homes that are built inside a factory. All right, so the residential homes built inside a factory. Once they're finished being built, they're delivered and set on land, and they're delivered on a big flatbed truck. All right, and they're placed on that land and set there. They're not like a RV or anything that you can drive around. All right. So
I thought those were. I thought an RV was a mobile home. That's not that.
no. So it's called a mobile home because you can literally pick it up and move it to another area.
Copy.
So but typically once they're set, they don't move that often just because it costs so much to move the mobile home.
That makes sense.
So when you purchase a mobile home, especially in a mobile home park, you own the mobile home. You don't own the land that the home sits on, right? The land that the home sits on is called a lot. And to have your mobile home sitting on that lot, you have to pay lot rent every month.
How much
right?
is your lot rent? What you
So
looking at?
lot rent can be from $300 to around $1,000, depending on the market that you live in.
So
Right.
$1,000.
It can be. So if on the high end, if your lot rent is $1,000, that means like to rent an apartment or buy a home in that area is very expensive as well. All right. So mobile home lot rent is always cheaper than whatever they're going for
rent.
Yeah,
So
rent
who-
in the area is.
I fuck, bro. So who you paying that to? Like, is it like a landlord, like Ant? Like that's who getting the money? Like,
Yeah.
who-
So it's a park manager because the park owns all the land that all the mobile homes sits on. So it might be 200 mobile homes in this park. So they
It's
own
not
it and
like we need
everybody's
to buy a
paying lot
mobile
rent.
home park.
Yeah, for sure. So I find my deals similar to how Marley and other wholesalers find their deals.
Okay.
I'm marketing, so I'm looking for motivated sellers, right? And a motivated seller is someone that needs to sell fast. So since they need to sell fast, they're willing to take, a low amount
Right.
for, to sell their home for. So once I negotiate a price with them that's low enough for me to make a profit, after that, I go to the park and, I talk to them to get approval for me to purchase the mobile home on their land.
Do they ever tell you no? You ever get
Nah, they don't. They've never told me no.
Alright.
So it's kind of the process is similar to applying for an apartment. They got to make sure that you can afford paying that lot rent every month,
Okay.
right? So
Okay,
after I
okay,
get the
okay.
approval from the park, I go and I purchase the home from the seller. After I purchase the home from the seller, I do a light rehab on the home. I do a whole rehab, but when I say light, I mean the cheapest way possible, right?
most efficient way?
Most efficient way because for
Yeah.
real, because people they're living in mobile homes, they're purchasing mobile homes because they're affordable, right? They're not living in mobile homes because they're luxury. If
Right.
they were luxury, they would live in a traditional home. They wouldn't live in a mobile home. So when you're rehabbing a mobile home, you got to make sure that you're rehabbing in the most cost efficient way,
Gotcha.
right?
That
So
makes sense. That makes sense.
after this rehab, I sell it to a buyer. And I think that mobile homes, like this industry is slept on because one, a lot of people aren't familiar with mobile homes, right? So like they never lived in one. And then also you hear a lot of negative terms around mobile homes like trailer trash and stuff like that. So, it doesn't sound attractive. But mobile homes, like you can purchase them way cheaper than, a traditional normal house. And trust me, it's a lot of money you can make in mobile homes for sure.
So, okay, that makes sense. So
sure.
your first joint, like how you kind of got your first deal?
So my first deal, I remember it was in February is when I started like watching videos and I made up my mind that I was gonna start like taking action, right?
Okay.
So in February I started watching videos and I started putting out bandit signs. So I was putting out bandit signs, I got a few calls, but then in June I actually purchased my first deal, my first
Okay.
mobile home property. So for whatever from February to June, that's how long it took, right? So I purchased it for $1,600.
Wait, back up.
For real, $1,600.
You bought a house for
Bro.
$1,600?
Bro, $1,600 because they was motivated, right? They were getting evicted from the park because they wasn't paying their lot rent. So it's either, sell it to me for the low or you just
Or
gonna
just
lose it.
lose
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna lose it and get
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Right.
So and it's crazy. I didn't even pay the whole $1,600 up front. Like I got him to agree to terms. So with terms, I told him that I was gonna give him $400 a month for 4 months. So
So you got your keys in hand.
$400.
$400.
$400, bro, and they agreed to it. And that's when I knew that like I was nice at negotiation and sales.
Right.
So I bought it for $1,600. They owe additional $1,400 in back taxes, which I had to pay. So the total purchase price of the home was $3,000.
Okay.
So I put another 3 bands into the home with like some light renovations and stuff like that. So I was all in $6,000.
Okay.
So and then in about 2 months I sold it for $19,000.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was at
13,000.
13. I was at 13,000 profit
That's a good payday
for sure. And
especially for
actually,
your first deal.
Tough,
for
bro.
sure. And actually, it took me 2 months, but in reality, now it's taking me about a couple weeks, maybe like a month max. And it only took me that long because I was like trying to figure out stuff myself. Like I was trying to.
Oh, you trying to be a handyman? You was a contractor.
I tried a little bit,
I
but
remember he told me that. I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah, I was in the field for sure, but I realized like that wasn't it, and now I just
But
I just
months,
get somebody else to handle that for me.
2 months, bro. My first deal took me 7 months, bro.
Yeah, but that's to get it though. But once you started working on it, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm saying like my first joints because I was inconsistent.
Right.
Took
For
me,
sure.
I ain't had no money. I'm driving around. That's how I got my first joint.
Nah,
Right.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, damn, that's
So
lit,
Lem,
bro.
like me that you made that 13 piece your first deal. Is that what you looking for, like your benchmark on deals moving forward, or?
I'm gonna be honest. Like right now, most of my deals I'm averaging around like 20,000. You know what I mean? Around there, sometimes more. I'm not going for deals where it's less than like 10 because like I'm not like right now I've been doing this for a minute, so I'm looking for home runs. Like I'm not wasting my time on something that I'm gonna get less than 10. But
So would you turn something down? Like you ever had deals like you was like, no, I'm cool.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure, like yes,
yeah.
I'm not
It's a
your
good
buyer
problem
for
to have.
sure.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
For sure, yeah. Nah, I don't take
Somebody
anything,
call
bro.
him, say they want to sell you, be like, oh, no, I'm cool.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
It's a good problem to have.
That is.
For sure. Options, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, yeah, but so look, from wholesaling, I know you probably brought, you know what I mean, some cribs, some wholesalers.
Yeah, I deal with y'all.
Okay,
Go
ahead.
I deal with y'all, and I buy some from realtors as well. Like I stated earlier, my primary real estate investment strategy is the BRRRR method, which
Okay.
consists of buying a property, like y'all said, right, just distressed, undervalued, underperforming. Whether it's death in the family, divorce, like all the reasons why y'all listed why people want to sell, right? They all the same apply for me, right? Once I locate, a property, the big thing is negotiation, right? Note to I guess like the audience, you always gonna make your money in real estate, on and buy, right?
Facts.
Always, 100% of the time, you make your money when you buy. After I purchase the property, I acquire it usually with hard money, right? Which is something we'll get into later. I usually rehab it. I've done everything, right? Like I've done guts, rip them down to the studs, right?
Yeah.
Put in exterior walls. Recently I kind of been sticking more or less like lipstick rehabs, cosmetic rehabs, flooring, kitchen cabinets, of course countertop appliances, etc. Bathroom, kitchens, and then flooring throughout the cribs, light fixtures, things like that. Once I update those, I make those cosmetic changes, right, to generate increased ARV or after repair value. I'll rent the property out for market rent. Typically, I either got two options. I'm going with either cash paying tenants or Section 8. Recently, I kind of been tapping into the Section 8 game.
Like I put you on that.
Yeah, facts. Get that check first of the month, right? It's been paying its dividends. But after I locate a tenant, my last step, right, or second to last step rather, is the refinance, which I usually take to like a DSCR company, which is debt service credit ratio loan. And essentially it's like when a bank, evaluates the property as its own asset. As long as, that property's rent could cover the mortgage, you pretty much green, and it's leveraged by personal credit. And then like, the last step of the BRRRRs repeat. So after I do that, it's rinse and repeat. The BRRRR method, to me, obviously, I'm gonna say it's the best, right? Because it gives you the opportunity to build, long-term wealth, and also repeat. A lot of, compared to like, I guess like traditional real estate or traditional buy and hold where you got to generate that capital to consistently go buy another property. If you execute the BRRRR method correctly, you should be able to recoup most of your initial down payment and, roll that over into your next deal.
So
hold on. You gonna let him say that that's the best? You agree?
Nah. I was gonna get to that later. I was gonna get to that later. I wasn't trying to cut you off, but
that's not what I said.
They know though. You feel me? But speaking of profit, so yours is a little different since you're not flipping it. So is you making sure you just getting your money back, or you want?
Nah, so I don't want to break even. Obviously, right? We get in the game obviously to make money, right? So for me, I'm looking in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, I'm looking at least 500 a door. If it's 300, but it's in a good neighborhood or a good street that I want to be in, because I've been buying it like in the same zip code more recently. Like this past year, all my deals was in the same zip code, right? If it's where I want to be, I'll take it at 300 a door with the understanding that, especially if I give me a Section 8 tenant, those rents will increase year 1, year 2, year 3. So I might be making, 300 year 1, but year 2 or 3, that might be double, triple, if that makes sense.
Okay.
For sure.
So it's more a long-term effect. I'm paying Monopoly. A lot of times I'm trying to buy stuff on the same block, just buy back the block for real.
Yeah, I like that. Like you said, you playing a long game. Like you
Right.
buying it for 3, knowing that later it's going to be worth more. So
Facts.
that patience is key with your strategy. So you said you've been in the field, investing for 5 years. So I
Right.
imagine, what you bought, what you was making on your first door, 5 years later, like you're making way more now. So what that's looking like for you?
Yeah, so like my first deal, initially I was making, it's 3 units.
Where it's at?
It's in the city, right? New York City. There's 3 units. I was making $400 a door, $1,200 for the whole property. And now, like, the whole property is cash flowing, like, over 4 bands a month. Cash flow, profit.
Nah, you lying.
Heavy.
Yeah, so the rent's been going crazy post-COVID. Note to the investors out there, make sure y'all increasing y'all making those gradual increases in rents, and essentially that's what's going, increase your cash flow over time.
Damn, so that's $4K after the mortgage?
Yeah.
Damn,
Not too much.
So how you get from New York to Baltimore?
So I got from New York to Baltimore. I originally got in real estate, right? Like through a coworker, right? I joined the military in college.
Right.
So one of my coworkers in the military kind of put me on to the real estate investment game, and that's how I got in New York, and that's how I acquired my first deal there. He introduced me to an agent. And it's kind of like the same process in regards to Baltimore. Like one of my friends, is an agent in Baltimore. Shout out to Ash. She introduced me. Well, she kind of told me like, yo, listen, you need to think about getting in, here. The entry points is a lot lower. It's a lot easier to kind of maneuver this market. She introduced me with someone who was a contractor, also investing minded, and we was able to, close a few deals. After maneuvering through those deals and I guess like learning, I then started like pivoted towards like this building my own business and building my own team. So now, I do business with realtors, and then, I have my own GC that I work independently with, property management, handyman, I work with a tenant placement company, etc. So, building that network with that team, I guess, is probably the biggest step that helped me, scale my portfolio. So at the end of the day, your network is your net worth. So getting those people in your Rolodex, building your team is,
Yeah.
super important.
Yeah, I like how you said that your network is your net worth, because Molly and Ant, like y'all are my closest friends, and we've been locked in for some years now.
Right.
I met Ant in school, and then Molly's my frat brother.
Nigga, I'm your line brother, nigga.
Yeah, shout out to the Noobs. And once I connected them together, it's like all we do is talk money.
Pulls on
We
the
talk
connection
about
together.
all we do is talk money. We talk about closing deals. We give each other free game, and it's motivating. It's motivating for all of us. So sitting right here, this 13 years of experience. So
Over 150 deals.
right. So my network is heavy.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we welcoming y'all to the money room, so y'all can learn from us. And we giving y'all free game right here. So make sure that y'all tap in.
Nah, man, that's major.
No
to me.
gatekeeping.
Yeah, that gatekeeping, man. I just I want y'all to learn the best strategy, which is wholesaling. That's where you're gonna make the biggest bag at.
Nah, that's the best.
You know what I'm saying? They know
Allegedly.
the biggest bag is gonna be made from wholesaling.
Cat.
So I'm not giving out
Cat.
I'm giving out everything I learned, man, from A to Z. Whether it's dealing with agents, you feel me, direct the seller, how to find buyers. I'm telling you everything, bro.
All right. I mean, let's get this, established. The pod, this form that we created was my idea, right? So
David Ruffin.
what I will say though, right? What I will say is that, I sort of value, adding my bros to the forum to give y'all something that was a little bit diverse, that was different than the, real estate forums / platforms that's out there already.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. We might as well tell them, you know what I mean, what
Lim, where they can find you at.
Value and all that.
So yeah, so first, before we even, go there where y'all can find us at, what we have for y'all is a course. Like we have a course where we giving y'all 3 different full A through Z blueprints on 3 different strategies of investing. You have an A through Z on the BRRRR method, A through Z on mobile home investing, and we have an A through Z on wholesaling. Like this is nothing that was even invented. We just invented this. Like, I never seen this before. I wish that when I was learning about real estate, like I had something like this, and it was just confirmed to me that mobile home is the best, which it is. So definitely, you can purchase the course. It's a link in our bio, and we're giving the first 50 purchasers of our course 50% off.
All right.
For sure. And you can find me at Young Lum.
At Molly5. Hit me up with some questions. You know what I'm saying? I'll be sure to get to you when I get a chance to, but
At Living Good Ant, make sure, if y'all got any questions, inquiries about real estate, how to tap in, how to build your team, all above, hit me up. In regards to who got the best strategy, buy the course, you can figure it out, make your own decision for
Let's have
yourself.
a competition and see like who votes that, the course is the best.
Yeah.
yeah, we should do that.
But yeah, definitely. But make sure y'all ask your questions. In future episodes, we definitely plan on answering them live on the pod.
For sure.
So yeah, make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
All right. Appreciate y'all for tapping into the money room.